What's up, guys? Thanks as always for supporting the show. It would mean a lot to me if you would take a second to scroll down and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of our videos. Also, make sure you follow us all over social media so you don't miss any of our content or show announcements. What team would be the best fit for KD next year? Since we know he's not going to be in a Suns jersey next year, where should he go? I think Houston would be his best move, but what do you think? Houston and Oklahoma City are the two teams that scare me for that type of trade with Kevin Durant. Houston, because they can anchor him with just a rock-solid defense and a ton of physicality, a good coach, just like it's a physical ass-kicking team that KD can lift over the top. We talked about that a little bit when we talked in our Suns segment yesterday. Oklahoma City, if they were like, screw it, let's go get KD, I think they would be an immediate, like, massive championship favorite, like head and shoulders over the field. He fits a position group that they're a little thin at the power forward. You can imagine him next to Chet and Shai. It's just a ridiculously strong foundation. They can throw the Suns a million draft picks to figure it out for a team that probably would like to pivot anyway. OKC is the team everyone should be crossing their fingers and begging doesn't go after Kevin Durant this summer. Last question, a really fun one. Hey, Jason, love the pod. You mentioned how Ja's speed and downhill force represents an unsolvable issue for defenses at the highest levels. I was wondering if you go through the NBA and list the players that also have unsolvable abilities and what that skill is. I suspect that list isn't as long as many others think. Thanks, and keep it going. Best basketball pod of the net. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words, all of you guys. So we talked about Darius Garland earlier, Ja Morant, as you mentioned. I decided to just list a couple others for you guys. This is just kind of rough thrown together, but let me know what you guys think. So I put Shai, his first step in his pull-up shooting. That kind of just makes him very, very difficult to keep in front or to keep from getting to his spots. Giannis, overwhelming size and athleticism. Jokic, size, shot making, and passing. Anthony Edwards, first step, pull-up shooting, and strength. Jason Tatum doesn't really have an A+ trait necessarily, but I do think his overall skill set is so good that it's that type of imposing for teams. Like, he just can fill so many different holes in any specific matchup. Tyrese Maxey's speed, I think, is a real game-changing talent. Kevin Durant's size and shooting. Luka Doncic, size, shot-making, and playmaking. Anthony Davis, defensive versatility. Cade Cunningham eventually should be able to do a rough facsimile of what Luka Doncic does. LeBron James, rough facsimile of what Luka Doncic does. And I think LeBron's been one of the best 2 or 3 defenders in the league over the last, 30 games or so. Zion Williamson, his dribble penetration and rim finishing. Victor Wembanyama's length on defense. Steph Curry, the threat of his shooting. Joel Embiid's size and scoring, his footwork, his ability to move his body. Paolo, I think, eventually could bring a combination of size, strength, and scoring. That is a potential there for so what does that give you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 18 guys that bring that type of issue. I'm setting a pretty low bar. Like, there's obviously like 4 or 5 of those dudes that are at another level above everyone else. But those are the guys that I think bring a specific talent that is an A+ talent that could be a foundational trait for an elite basketball team. Very good question. That was a fun one. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys for supporting me and supporting the show. The plan as of right now is on Wednesday morning while I'm in Breck, I'm going to do a video breaking down some of the games from Tuesday night, and then we're going live on Thursday night after the TNT game that night. So a couple shows while we're there, and then we'll take Friday off, and then we'll go live on Saturday night as Celtics-Lakers on ABC. That should be a fun one. Again, as always, I appreciate you guys for supporting me and supporting the show, and I'll see you on Wednesday.